Hey guys, I'm Megan Elizabeth V off of Instagram and Tumblr. And some of you just know me as Megan because I'm sure I have a lot of friends and family that are going to be searching this up. They're a little excited that I'm doing this. A lot of y'all have been asking me for quite a while now to do a video, and at first I was a little nervous because actually I'm not so sure why I was nervous. I think it was just matter of getting my story out there, and more of you have put the confidence in me and begged me to come on and do this. So here I am. I've got y'all's little wishes, and I know I've taken forever, and thank y'all for being patient with me. College life is not easy. And if y'all see me looking down, I've got my little notebook right here to help me stay on track, because Lord knows that I could talk about this forever. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. A lot of y'all asked me just for the basics. What was my height? What was my weight? How old was I when I started? What was my breaking point? You know, where was I whenever I started this journey? And I want to say that it was the summer of 2011. It was the end of August 2011. I was 14. It was right before my 15th birthday. We had gone on a trip to Missouri to see some family members, and I can remember having a blast. Oh, I had such a blast. But I can remember thinking to myself that, you know, I'm going to be seeing a lot of family members that I haven't seen in a really long time. And I don't exactly love how I look right now. So if I wear 2 pairs of Spanx every single day, nobody will notice. Well, surprise, everyone still notices when you gain weight. Spanx can only smooth it all out, make it all pretty, but I can't change your size. And for guys, y'all probably have no idea what those are. Girls, I know y'all understand. When I started, I was about 5'6". Now I'm 5'8", maybe a little taller. Every time I see people, they say I'm taller than I was last time. I know I'm at least 5'8". And when I started, I didn't really weigh myself. I was not one of those people that continuously weighed and watched the weight creep up. I was really already super self-conscious and unhappy with myself and miserable in my skin, which is terrible. Nobody should ever feel like that. So I never really wanted the validation or the confirmation that I was, in fact, that big. I did in fact have a problem. So we're just gonna like kind of guess in the 250s somewhere, maybe a little more. I not 100% sure. I found some weight loss journals and stuff from when I started, and all of them talk about after I had been doing like Weight Watchers and stuff before, so I'm not sure. You're gonna have to bear with me right there. My current height, 5'8". I'm about 180, I would say, give or take. I don't really weigh anymore either. I could be less, could be more. Yeah. I don't really weigh because I started weight training 6 months ago, but we'll get into that later on. How I lost weight. When I came back from the trip, saw pictures, bawled my eyes out because I'd finally seen how big I was. I went home and Googled teen weight loss. I'll never forget it. I had just gotten a laptop, so I was so excited to go on there and do research, and the first thing that popped up was a Tumblr account called Undressed Skeleton, which some of you may know her, some of you may not. Her name's Tara Lynn McNitt. She is amazing. Hands down, by far, just totally incredible. And I suggest all of you that are out there, whether you are totally fit and at your goal weight, or you're in the middle, or you're just now starting, go out there and look her up. She has incredible recipes, incredible workout ideas. She is just a baking genius. She's got some tabs that are for, you know, unhealthy food. So if you're going to a party or something and you just want to, or it's your cheat meal and you just want to pig out, you know, she's got something for everyone. Something for everyone. She's so motivational and she sticks to it, and she is just true blue out there to share her story, share her testimony, and help others out. She's great. So I looked her up and I realized she, at the time, was using an app called MyFitnessPal. I know some of you girls that I've talked to, we've talked about it. I started just calorie counting. I didn't worry about fat, didn't worry about sodium, I didn't worry about anything. I just worried about calories. And I remember hearing, if you eat like 1,000 calories a day, then you're going to lose weight. That was very true. I did lose weight. I lost quite a bit of weight. I can remember, I think in the first 6 months, I had lost over like about 50 pounds in 6 months. And it was great and marvelous and wonderful, and I was feeling on top of the world. But I did not know that I was really screwing my body up, because you can't survive on 1,000 calories a day. I was basically, I had my body in starvation mode after 6 months, because my body was so excited to get all of the fat off, because it was so unhealthy and it was so sick and it was so tired of being so big that it just shed as much as it could really fast. And then I hit a plateau after about 5 or 6 months, and I just was miserable. I couldn't lose any weight and I couldn't figure out why. And I actually started to like gain a little, because if I ate normal amounts of food, 1,500 to 1,700 calories a day for me at the time, then I was gaining, because my body was storing it as fat. And y'all can do so much research or come talk to me privately about that. Starvation mode, if you're eating 1,200 calories a day, it may not be the best thing. You need to go through all the calculators and figure it all out for your height, your age, your weight, etc. So definitely ask somebody about that, or go to your doctor. If you're worried about information you're getting from some of us on the fitness community, health community, or whatnot, go to a doctor. Let's see. So the difference between then and now is I don't calorie count anymore. I did it for 2 years. Did it solid for 2 years, and it really helped me keep myself accountable. I finally figured out what I was doing to my body. About a year ago, not even that long, about 6 months ago, really, 6 or 7 months ago, I figured out, oh, hey, I'm doing something wrong, and that's why I haven't lost weight in like a year. So I started not worrying about the calories that I was eating, but more what I was eating. I started putting only the best of the best into my body. Lots of vegetables, lots of fruits, lots of, lean meats, lean proteins, cut back way on carbs, because I was a carbaholic. I also found out over the summer that I am allergic to gluten. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's a lot. It is wheat, rye, and barley. No flour, no pasta, no normal pasta, no breads, donuts, pizza, cake, all of the things that are kind of pretty unhealthy in life but are so delicious in life, I suddenly had taken out of my diet. So that helped a little bit. I started eating a lot of rice, but cut back on carbs naturally, just because I found that out, and that helped a lot. I noticed that when I cut back on carbs and had more protein and vegetables in my diet, that I had more energy throughout the day. I was less bloated. I started losing weight again. That was amazing. In 1 month, I dropped like 7 pounds, and I hadn't lost weight in like a year. It was the best feeling ever. Let's see. So now I focus more on clean eating rather than calorie counting. Exercise. When I first started, that was not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight at all. I would do about a 22-minute mile. And that was like me trying. Like, that's not even like me just slow walking. No. I was trying hard to get that to be a 22-minute mile. I was so out of shape I couldn't even jog for more than literally 3 to 5 seconds. I mean, I would start to jog and then I would stop because it would hurt. Nothing felt good. And it's sad because it's like, I'm 14. I should be out there playing sports. I should be on a dance team. I loved to dance. But I never did it because I was so embarrassed and ashamed of how I looked. Nobody would accept me. Nobody on that team would want me, that girl, to be on the team. So I never really got to do that. I tried sports, but every time I got in them, I quit because it's no fun when you're the big girl. Props to some of those girls out there that do it, though. I mean, there are some girls out there with so much confidence at no matter what size. I applaud y'all. I wish that would have been me, because I would have had so much more fun in life if I wouldn't have cared what anybody thought. But sadly, I definitely cared what everybody thought. And a lot of girls start their journey hating themselves and assume that if they get to a certain weight or they get to a certain size or if they're just skinny, that they're going to love themselves. It's not true. If you don't start your journey with love for yourself, going, you know what, I'm not doing this as punishment, I'm not doing this because I hate myself, I'm doing this because I love myself and I want myself to be the best version of me possible, that's when you get to your goal weight, it is going to be so much more victorious. It's going to be so much better, because you did it for the right reasons. You didn't do it for a guy, or you didn't do it because your friends, you don't fit in with your friends. You did it for you. And I found that part way into my journey. I was like, I love myself. Is my body where I want it to be? No, it's not. But I'm going to get it there, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to look at myself in the mirror every day and say, you can do this. And it's amazing how mental this journey is. You tell yourself you can do it over and over again, even if you don't believe it in the beginning. If you say it every single day, you're going to believe it, and you're going to make it happen, and you're going to do it, and then you're going to be amazed at what you can accomplish. Losing weight in school. I was a high schooler. I understand cafeterias are miserable. There are pizza and fries and cookies and all this junk everywhere. I get it. And a lot of schools don't have cool things like salad bars. Like my high school didn't have salad bars. Wish it did. I see some high schools got all these fancy salad bars and these soup bars and cool, healthy stuff. My high school was not one of those that had that. So I packed lunch. Meal prep is everything. I would get with my mom, and we would make like grilled chicken and sauteed vegetables. And I love veggies. I'm sorry for some of you that don't. I love vegetables. Always loved vegetables. Eating healthy was never my problem. It was eating too much. We'd pack it all up into my lunch kit that had like little separate sections in it and put it in the fridge. And the next morning I would get it out and take it to school. Cold food didn't bother me. Some people it does. Pack a healthy sandwich. Snack baggies, that's like your best friend. Make some celery with peanut butter on top. Peanut butter is not the enemy. There's calories in there, there's fat in there, but it's good for you. It's healthy stuff. Let's see, a lot of people are like, when I lose weight, I only get to eat lettuce. No, that's not true. I eat awesome food every single day, and I eat really healthy. It's very doable. You just have to take the time out of your day to make it happen. Let's see. You can have light ranch. Some people say, I will not eat a carrot without ranch. Cool. Get light ranch. But only put 2 tablespoons in one of those little containers. Don't go pouring half a cup in there. That's when you go a little crazy, and that's when it's not good. That's when it becomes unhealthy, is when you're going out of your portion control. It's pointless. And you can go to portion control with anything. It's not just eating too many slices of pizza or eating too many french fries. It's eating too much grilled chicken. Eating too much, whole wheat pasta. It happens. Food is good, and sometimes you don't want to stop eating, but if you plan it out and you portion yourself and you take it to school, you can't eat more than what's in your box, It's discipline. Let's see. Binging. Oy. That's a really touchy subject. I dealt with binge eating disorder. For a long time, years and years and years, multiple years, all throughout middle school and throughout high school. I probably about 5.5, 6 years. Man, I used to tell my mom and dad that I didn't have like an off switch. I was never full. It's not true, I was full, but I didn't know how to explain to them that I like felt like I could not stop myself. So that's what I tell them, is I'm never full. Even though I was. It's hard to explain to somebody what you really go through when you have that disorder. I'd wake up in the morning and eat a ton of food. If any of y'all ever go to have a Tumblr or want to go visit my Tumblr, meganelizabethv.tumblr.com, you can read my story about me. Go in there. There's a lot of in-depth detail that I'm not going to be able to get into tonight. I'm trying to go fast, too. I have a gym session tonight, so I got to hurry up and skedaddle out of here. But I'd wake up in the morning and have 3 servings of food, 4 servings of food. We had these big, big bowls, white bowls. I still remember them from whenever I was in like 6th grade. And I loved Frosted Flakes. That was my cereal. I would have, in total, I'd have like 2 bowls of that, which was probably about 4 or 5 cups of cereal, if not more, and the equivalent in 2% milk. At the time we were drinking 2%. And I would have 3 or 4 pieces of toast with butter and jelly, and not just like a little bit of butter. No, like you coated it. It's not good unless it's like sopping with butter. And then I'd have like a glass of chocolate milk, because who doesn't love chocolate milk? So good. And then I would go to school, and my dad, I was actually blessed. My dog's here. Prissy, get out of here. I actually was blessed to have a dad that worked at home. So if anything there was ever a problem, or if I needed to come home or I was sick, he was right there. But it also was kind of like a crutch, because I used it to my advantage to get really yummy fast food for lunch every day. Like, it wasn't just an occasional thing. Like, he brought me lunch every single day. And it would be Burger King, or a Big Mac from McDonald's, or a pizza, or Sonic. I still, to this day, miss, oh, this is so bad, the cheese fries. I used to get cheese fries there all the time. They're so good. So bad. You don't need them. And then I would go home, and my dad would be in his studio, and my mom would still be at work. She'd be on her way home. And I would go into our fridge and into our pantry, and I would gorge and anything and everything I could see. Cheese sticks and giant bowls of chocolate milk and chips. We used to have like the long tubes of chips, and I'd go in there and eat like half the tube, and I would be so scared that somebody would catch me that I would just be shoving this in my mouth. Like, I wasn't hardly breathing. I would I don't know how I did it without like choking and dying half the time. I was a big Fruit Gusher fan. I'm not sure if y'all know what those are. I'd go in there and eat like 4 or 5 packs when no one was looking, because just one of those things just was not enough for me, apparently. I had to have tons of them, and granola bars and cookies that my mom would make, and they would be on the counter, and I'd eat like 6 or 7 of those, and I was stuffing in as many calories as I could. And then when I was done, I was so ashamed. Then I would go to my room and lay down and, poke on my stomach and tell myself how horrible I was. And it was a ridiculous cycle. And then my mom would come home and make dinner, and we ate off big plates, big fancy plates. Now I eat off of a salad plate. If you ever see my meals and it looks like I'm eating a ton of food, it's a salad plate. It's little. So you have to stuff a lot of food on there to get a normal portion, but I look at the plate and I see it's overflowing with food, and then I feel like I'm eating so much more than what I'm eating. It's a mental game. She'd come home, and I would eat 2 big plates, if not more. My whole thing whenever I was done with binge eating disorder is, if there was still food on the stove, it did not matter if my stomach was bursting. It did not matter if I was going to throw up. It didn't matter if I was so sick that I couldn't even move. I had to go eat it. Like, there was no option. I had to go eat it until all the food was gone. And I was eating more than my grown father sometimes. That just baffles me. I'm not sure how I was eating so much food. And then we would have dessert. Gotta have dessert, right? And I would have like a big bowl of ice cream. Probably like 2.5, 3 cups of ice cream. Or I would have a big piece of cake, depending on what dessert we had at our house that night. And that was like me and my dad's kind of like bonding. It was eating after school snacks. We would sneak in, not tell my mom, and have like Big Macs and McFlurries, and that was our snack after school. That's bad. I hope my mom doesn't see this. She's gonna get totally busted. And then whenever we would go to bed, sometimes I would sneak back in the kitchen at night and binge again. Just grab a lot of food from the pantry and run back to my room and just stuff my face and hide all the wrappers and, no evidence. Yeah, it was rough. It was really rough. And took me a good year to like get out of the habit of doing that and really really get myself on track. Now I can totally say I am free from that. No issues with that. But it was hard. It's really, really hard to overcome it. It's really hard, and it's all mental. If I could explain to you, like just exaggerate to you, just shake you and let you know, this whole thing is so mental. So mental. Let's see. Some of my favorite snacks. I'm a big fan of Lara bars. L-A with the 2 little dots over it. A-R-A bars. Lara bars. They are incredible. A lot of people are big on Cliff bars or Luna bars. And all kinds of, they're everywhere. There's granola bars and stuff everywhere. Lara bars are by far the cleanest bars that I've ever bought and eaten that taste just like what they say that they are. They have a lemon pound cake one, and I swear there's only like 3 ingredients in the whole bar, and it's like dates, some sort of nut, like a cashew or something, or a peanut, and like lemon. Or it's like dates and dried cherries and cashews. It is like the smallest run of ingredients, so healthy for you, and they have like cherry cobbler. Tastes just like it, but there's like 3 ingredients. I just don't understand. They're just like, just magic. They're delicious. And I think you can buy them at like any local H-E-B, or I want to say it's Kroger. Don't quote me on that. I still don't really buy groceries for myself. I think they have them at GNC. I know Quest bars are really big, and I just tried them for the first time the other day, and it had the cookies and cream one that's out. I'm more of the cookie part than the cream part. I know I'm weird. A lot of people just eat the inside out. That's not me. I like the cookie part. It's my favorite part. I don't really like the cream. And that bar is a lot of cream. They're very thick. Not my favorite, but if I'm ever craving Oreos or something like that, since I'm allergic, that's something I'd go to because they are gluten-free. And I also had one that was like strawberry cheesecake. Now I will tell you, that was heaven. That tasted just like strawberry cheesecake. It was really good. I would eat that one again. But it's all about preference. So you gotta try them out, see which one you like. I would never recommend buying a box. You always buy like 1 or 2 that sound good to you, and then if you like them, then you go buy a box. But they're expensive. I will agree to that. They are expensive. Let's see. A lot of y'all say, well, how I have like 10 minutes in the morning to make breakfast. What can I do? Plastic baggies are your best friend during your journey. Always, forever and always. Plastic baggies are awesome. Go green, I'm sorry. But they are so good for prepping. I'm totally for them. Smoothies in the morning. During the week, throw some like fresh spinach in a baggie with a banana and some strawberries and whatever fruit you like in there, and freeze all these baggies and stuff from the freezer. And in the morning, you just pop them in, cup of milk, and freeze them and blend them up. Delicious. Big filling smoothie. Some people like vegetables in their smoothies. Some can't do it. I'm one of those ones, it's got to be blended real fine if you want me to know there's not spinach in there, because I can tell. I like spinach, but it's not my best friend when I have it with fruit. I can't do it. If it's not blended fine, not happening. But you could do that, or I'm a big fan of I like chocolate chip mint ice cream. Not the healthiest thing in the world for you. I have it on my cheeks all the time. and I know I'm talking forever, I'm trying really hard to go fast. In your smoothies, get your protein powder, put a scoop in there, put lots of ice. Ice is your best friend. It makes it bigger, it makes it more filling. People are like, I'm never full off my smoothie. Stuff more ice in there. Triple your ice. I mean, stuff it with ice and it'll be huge and filling. And then I always put a scoop of my protein powder in it, a tablespoon of 100% dark cocoa powder. You can do it more depending if you like that flavor. I do like a tablespoon of like the light chocolate syrup. And then I do a quarter teaspoon of the mint extract. Tastes just like it. And if you're a texture person and you like texture, throw some dark chocolate chip chunks in there and they don't fully blend in. And it tastes like that double chocolate chip frappuccino from Starbucks. Only it's healthy for you. It's all about moderation, not deprivation. Don't ever think that you can just eat lettuce and grilled chicken. Like, it's so boring. I couldn't, you couldn't pay me to do that. Let's see, beginner workouts. I don't know about y'all. Some people can do it. I'm not a runner. I don't like to run long distances. It does not make me happy. Even now that I can, I went from a 22-minute mile, and now my comfortable mile is about 11 minutes. It's just comfy, jogging. Got my pace going. I do like a mile, maybe 2, and I'm done. I don't like to go far. So I realized that if I was going to stick to something, I had to do something that I absolutely loved. Like, I had to have fun, I had to sweat, I had to see other people, and I was like on top of the world. I go to Gold's Gym. If anyone knows where I go, you can get it down. I think it's $10 a month. If you're a student, it's $10 to $20 a month to go to that gym. If y'all have one around you, totally recommend it. I've tried out like Lifetimes and stuff like that and been to those kind of places before. I like my little homie Gold's Gym. I love it. I'm a classes person. I started going to the Zumba classes. Like I said, I loved to dance when I was younger. I loved it. I don't know why I quit it. I wish I wouldn't have, but I did. I love to dance. It's something that I'm actually not being snotty or anything. I'm good at it. It's like I can keep up. I feel like I know what I'm doing. That's a great feeling. And I sweat. Man, I burn almost 1,000 calories for an hour. Because I'm jumping, I'm looking crazy, and don't care what you look like at the gym. If you care, it's no fun because you're so worried about you that you're not even really getting a workout. Okay, like, everybody's there and they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're so nervous, and if they're looking at you, it's not because they're judging you, it's because they're trying to do what you're doing because you're awesome. And they want to dance like you, or they can't figure out a move and you know it. So they're watching you. Don't ever think someone's looking at you and bashing you, because 99% of the time that's not even it. They're looking at you because they like what you're doing, or you're cute to them, or you're good at working out, or they're just looking in your direction and they're zoned out and you have no clue why they're looking at you. Don't care what you look like. Have fun. I mean, dang, really, I know it's so cliche and I'm going to get so much crap for saying this, but you only live once, you know. Have fun while you're here. And make the journey fun. Don't make it all about, well, I have to get skinny. Well, I have to lose weight. No, you know, it's going to take time. Have fun while that time is passing. Have fun. And then I started working my way up to things like step classes. People make fun of step. They think it's just up, down, up, down. It's not. Oh, no, ma'am, it is not. You are jumping and you are swinging and you are flying and you are doing all sorts of shimmy and shaking and craziness on those steps, to music, to fun music, to like real like music here on the radio, fun stuff. I also worked my way up to ripped classes, weight training classes, about 7 months ago. This is month 7 for me. I love weight training. I hated it when I first started. I will not lie to you. The first class is always the hardest. They suck. You know, you may think you like it, or you may say you hate it. Always give a class 2 weeks. Always. Go to it like Monday, Wednesday for 2 weeks. If by that second week you are still like, no, this is not for me, don't do it. I'll give you props on that. But If you give it 2 weeks, I promise you, you'll start remembering the songs, you'll start remembering the moves. It'll come to you more naturally. And then it's fun, because it's super fun when you know the song. You can get 25 times more into it than when you don't really know the song. I started weight training. Now I weight train 2 to 3 days a week. That definitely helped me lose weight. At first the numbers started going up because I was gaining muscle, but my body was getting smaller and smaller as that number was going up. So my trainer said, no more weighing. So that's why I'm not so sure about weight right now. I don't weigh anymore. But the number has started to drop. I know that for sure because of like check-ins and stuff like that. And the inches are falling off. Focus on inches. When the number on the scale starts going up, start focusing on the inches of like your waist and your arms and your thighs and all that kind of stuff. You'd be amazed at how the number doesn't play into it. And let's see, my workout schedule. We're getting right to the end. If y'all are still bearing with me, we're getting to the very end. We got one more thing to talk about after this. My schedule now. I don't have the same schedule every single day. It's not like I go in and I run a mile and then I lift weights and then I do crunches and then I go home. I don't have a set schedule like that. For example, on Mondays, that's my longest day for school. I'm in and out of the school from 6:30 in the morning until almost 8 o'clock at night. I wake up, go to my 7 a.m. class. Then I go to the gym with my friend, Rachel. Shout out to her. She's on her fitness journey. If y'all ever see me posting pictures of her on her journey, y'all go and follow her and show her some love. Sorry. And then we'll go to the gym together and we do a Zumba class with awesome instructor. And then now, because I'm on a 90-day challenge, I'm going to be lifting weights and doing things like that after that class. And then I go back for another class at school. And then that night I work out more, and then I have soccer for 3 hours. So I'm working out 5 or 6 hours plus on Mondays. But then again on Tuesdays, like today, I have 2 hours tonight because I take a step class and I take a Zumba class. And then on Wednesdays, I have a Zumba class in the morning, and then I lift weights. And then on Thursdays, it just changes every day. It's at a different time, a different place, and it just changes. It depends. You gotta take your schedule and fill it in the little itty bitty blank spaces. And if one day you're so busy you don't have time to work out, if you're like me and you're at school from 6 to 8, it's like, cool. You know what I mean? I understand. Take a rest day. You don't have to work out 7 days a week. Actually, you don't need to work out 7 days a week. If you're working out anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, you are doing so much better than so many people that are just sitting on their butts 7 days a week. So be proud of the little victories that you have, because they add up a lot. And last but not least, what is my motivation and cheat days. Maybe that is 2 things, my bad. Motivation for me, I have some clothes in my closet that I bought like in January of 2013. So like a year ago, more than a year ago, of like this dress that I want to wear. And it fits now. But from losing weight so fast, I do have some extra skin, and weight training is definitely helping with that. If you are at the place where you're almost there, like me, again, we're almost there, but there's that like extra skin, you get the little fluffy arms, or the lower stomach, or your thighs, and weight training is the only way you're going to tone that up. It's the only way it's going to be solid and not jiggling. And when all of that is finished, I'll wear that dress. So I'll take progress pictures in that dress. Or I have shorts. They fit now, but they look a lot cuter if I was like 10 pounds lighter, or if I was more toned, So take progress pictures in those. Progress pictures are your best friend. Forget the scale. Scale is great in the beginning because you're watching the numbers fall and you're like, whoa, I had no clue I could do this. I had no clue that 30 pounds was going to fall off so fast, or 10 pounds was going to fall off so fast. It's so true. But after a while, the scale is not your best friend anymore. It's betrayal. It's miserable. Definitely take progress pictures. You will look at yourself and go, nothing has changed. Then you put the picture from 2 months ago next to the picture today, and you're like, whoa, I only have one chin now. Like, all of a sudden, funny story, I'm getting off track real quick. I was in a car with my mom this summer, actually, this past summer 2013, and we were in my mom's car, and I flipped the little mirror down to look at myself, and I had like a tank top on, and I saw these holes in my neck. I started crying. I was like, what is wrong with me? Why do I have holes in my neck? Those are called collarbones. I didn't know that normal people had collarbones. I thought like models had those surgically implanted. I don't know. I never noticed them on other people unless y'all were like, I never made the connection that I could have them because I was so big. I didn't realize that. Or I was sitting one day and someone hit me in my knee, and I have really sensitive knees, and so I yanked my knee up to my chin to hold it, and all of a sudden the pain went away because I looked at myself and I got distracted that my knee was in my chin. It had never been that close to my face before because I had so much stuff holding in between, and it's just like the little victories are so amazing and they're so motivating. Or you find a blog you love. I love Tara Lynn's blog. I love Cherie's Funeral for My Fat. Funeral, the number 4, my fat. She's incredible. I think she's lost over 100 something pounds, might be 130 something. I mean, she is incredible, and she's all over People magazine and shows and stuff now. I mean, she is just incredible, incredible, incredible. Her and her husband Dre, awesome. Or you can follow me. Y'all talk to me anytime. Y'all are never bothering me. I always tell the people that message me, they're like, I'm so sorry for another question. Don't be sorry. I love it that y'all are deciding to change your lives. It's the best decision that you're going to make. It's incredible, and I'm here for you every step of the journey. Message me. I am here. I promise I'm here. I might take a little while to respond because I'll be in a lecture or I'll be at the gym, but I will respond to you that same day. I promise. Cheat days. We're going to end it on a sweet note. So I have a cheat day once a week. So usually for me it's just a cheat meal, but the program I'm on now, I have a cheat day where you don't go over the top, but you can have, like, for breakfast, if I wanted to have a waffle with my normal breakfast, I could have it. Waffle with peanut butter on top. Or if I wanted for lunch, if I wanted french fries with my meal, I could have french fries. And for dinner, if I wanted, you know, I don't know, a pizza, I could have some pizza for dinner. And it does not count against you at all. And if you stay in moderation like that and just have a serving of it, you're not going over the top, you're not going over crazy, you're not going to ruin your week's progress. It's when you eat 2 large pizzas by yourself for dinner that you're going to derail yourself a little bit. Cheat days are awesome, and they are necessary. Have them, okay? Don't deprive yourself, because that's where binging comes in, and that's where you're just going to miss it so much, and you're just going to be miserable and quit altogether. Do not quit, okay? You can do this. I promise you, you can do this. Man, I didn't know I could preach so hard at the camera before in my entire life. Cheat days are awesome. Have them once a week. And my thing is, don't just spur of the moment decide, oh, well, my friends are going out for ice cream, so I'm going to have my cheat meal right now. No. No, no, no. Because if you do it then you're going to be like, oh, that didn't really count. That was just a little slip up. I'm going to have my cheat meal today. Oh, that was a little slip up. I'm going to have it today. And then you're eating bad all week. You got to tell yourself on Sunday or whenever you decide to prep everything for the week, whenever your first of the week starts for you, no matter what day it is, you say, my cheat meal is going to be on Saturday for lunch, or Friday for breakfast, or or if you're doing all day, my cheat meal is going to be on Wednesday. I mean, you decide and you stick to it. And if your friends try to mess you up, no, my cheat meal or my cheat day is on this day. I'm not messing up now. I'm too strong for this. I got this. I want success. Summer is 4 months away, and I'm gonna do this. Dang it! Like, you stick to your guns, and they will respect it. Okay, they will respect it. I messed up actually this past fall time, November, December, between finals and hanging out with friends all the time in the holiday season. I was having like a gluten-free pizza once a week, and not on my cheat days. Sometimes twice a week. I mean, I was just having it here and there, and then I have like a scoop of ice cream, and it was just like, and it wasn't that I was doing bad and I never gained weight, but I maintained. And that's, if you can lose weight, why would you want to maintain weight? You know what I'm saying? If you can get better, why would you want to stay the same? And it just kind of messed me up, and I just started feeling sluggish and sick because I wasn't eating how I normally was eating. I wasn't just keeping it to one day. It's kind of making it like 3 days a week. I was kind of having treats here and there. And yeah, stick to your guns. Now I tell them, no, I can't do it. Stick to your guns. Because if you do, that's when change will happen. And when you do it constantly for 3 weeks, give yourself 21 days. 21 days takes it to make a habit. So if you do it for 21 days and you have 3 cheat meals in there, you're going to be like, oh, I don't feel so deprived. Oh, it's kind of an awesome reward to get that food in my belly on that day. You know what? Let's just go ahead and end this. Shout out to some of y'all that messaged me, like losing mass _ keeping class, and Holly Bell 12, and all of y'all that messaged me asking me questions. I hope I answered as many as I could. I know I like squirrel off, spiral. I'm on the track, and I just go everywhere because I could talk about this all day long. It's my passion. I love it, and I'm so excited that y'all are choosing to do it too. If any of y'all need to message me or anything like that, feel free to. Always here. And I guess we're just going to say that's a wrap. And if you're done with it, I hope this helped y'all in any way. And if y'all have any more questions, y'all message me. Okay, bye.